This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Houston Texans. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go from Seattle. This will make it into the end zone, and no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Check 41. Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Hey, 4-1 Mike. 4-1 Mike. Check.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Texans nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He's back to throw here to start the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second.
On second and 12, Watson. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Houston.
First down carry here for Johnson. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Watson to give. This is Johnson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
David Johnson, the ball carrier.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Johnson jostles free, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all this stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Carlos Dunlap, the one who got in there to make the stop behind the line. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. On third down, Johnson. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Seahawks 7, Texans nothing.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. It's Deshaun Watson with a touchdown pass to Brandon Cooks. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
1st and 10.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Just shy of.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The big man, P.J. Hall, had the path to the QB there.
It's now 3rd down.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Their own 16-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
1st down.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this will be caught at the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
A pickup of 44 yards on the play. First down, Houston.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Johnson on the counter. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Johnson. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out, and the Texans have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Flush to his right. And an incomplete pass.
Wilson on that.
That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Run left. Move. Mike 41. We've got to wedge that up. Check pass. 41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. So we got man.
Play action, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
Bradley Roby on the coverage defensively.
To throw again, Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he will finally be taken down up at the 43.
Complete.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts.
A gain of 40 yards.
As they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st down, Johnson. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
1st down.
Watson on 1st down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans.
Complete to Brandon Cooks.
Brandon Cooks. As the first half is winding down, and the Texans will extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Time here for likely 1 play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He lets it fly from Lockett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. Fielded in the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
Tackle made at the 20.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown.
The extra point.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Throwing again is Watson. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On 1st and 10, Watson firing quickly here, and that's complete. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Will Fuller. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll move the chains. An 8-yard pickup.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard
from the gun, it's Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far. Big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually come.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, 31 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did. All the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Watson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. The 22 more yards there and another first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Watson. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
Brought down.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
First down, Houston.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Jamal Adams.
Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead. So how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans have broken the tie.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for Seattle. 49 yards. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. That'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
They go play action with Wilson. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That will tie the game, 28-all. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Brandon Cooks. Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Watson, off play action. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
This is Carson. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. He picks up 3 on that carry.
Bradley Roby there defensively.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
They go play action now. Wilson. Now he's forced out right. Oh, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coach...
There goes Duke Johnson. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top. I just want you to pay for my